Hello! Welcome back to the Cubs fantasy simulation season of what should be happening. The Cubs are 2-0 against this first opening series against the Brewers so far. But it's the 29th now. Their Cubs are going for the sweep. Get out the brooms. That would annoy the Brewers fans even more at old Wrigley North, also known as Miller Park. Let's hope they can do it here. They're going to start going into a lesser good part of the rotation, or lesser, well, John Lester. Who knows how he's going to be this year? We'll see. And we're going to have a call-in guest again later, old Nancy Persoon, which they know a decent amount about baseball. So I will say this time I keep changing the Cubs roster. And this time I'm going to also change... Oh boy, can I change... That's a good question, actually. Whoops. I accidentally are giving them their... Okay. I'm giving them their Road 82 jerseys on accident. I guess, yep, John Lester. We'll see how John Lester can do. I'm going to mess with the lineup again. I might give Jason Kipnis a start. And maybe even, let's see, if they're starting to get fatigued at all. You know what? I love Victor Caratini. I'm going to give Victor Caratini the start at first. Or at catcher. If I can find him here. Where'd he go? There he is. Yeah, let's put Victor Caratini in for Jason Hayward. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I guess with you know what? Strike that. I'm going to do that next time, probably. I feel like you need someone with a good arm for... I apologize, it's taking longer than it should. My eyes aren't good. There we go. Wait, where did he go? Sorry, I'm not seeing where Contreras... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally put him in right field. How did that happen? For Hayward. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to keep that. I am going to put Chris Bryant as the leadoff man again, because that's what he's supposed to be doing. I'm going to put Anthony Rizzo, who's a right-handed pitcher, Eisenhauser. So yeah, why wouldn't you do that? Golly, I don't know. You know what? We'll give Jason Kipnis a start. He signed because he thought he was going to play. Nico Horner's been doing well, but he's starting to kind of show some fatigue. Whoops, I didn't mean to just start there. I was going to try and change the Brewers lineup too. But here we go. Here we go. Game 3. Cubs going for the sweep. I won't be as drunk as the first game, but probably similarly to the second game because... not because I'm recording them back-to-back, but I only have Everclear left, so... And I mixed it with Gatorade. I might have to mix it with kombucha, or pickle juice, or chocolate syrup. I'm mostly kidding about the chocolate syrup, but you know, we're getting near end times, you know? Might as well try it all, you know? Adrian Hauser. He's another guy who started to do pretty well last year. More than a K per inning. I actually picked him up on my fantasy team. I'm excited to see how he does this year. I think he's got some real potential. Towards the end of the year, he started pitching really well. Oh, I like these old... I have a jersey that's similar to these road jerseys. I didn't realize. I just thought it was an alternate jersey, but it might be exactly this. I should have put it on. Next time I will. Next time I do the... I don't know. But here we go. Oh, boy. Nope. Oh. I feel like this game's already tainted. I'm just going to take the pitch. I'm technically playing. I'm going to change it after this pitch. Right down the flippin' middle. Team select. I mean, is it okay that I just one pitch? Does it ruin the whole game that I took one pitch? Ooh, right back at the pitcher. Adrian Hauser could have been trouble there, but he caught it.
That accepted. The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo's up. Sorry, I'm talking to Brady, who was here last time, but also... But Nancy Persoon is going to be on the line here soon. Nancy Persoon on the line soon. I rhymed soon with soon. So that's really lazy rhyming. Or it's a true rhyme. Oh! Down the line, gonna go foul for old Anthony Rizzo.
Oh, that's a foul ball.
Adrian Hauser, 93. It seemed like he lobbed it in there, but it went out at 93. Oh, he's working out. Did some of this. I don't know if that's means he's having arm troubles or if it's literally just his AI thing that that character does every now and then. Anthony's hanging in there. The NL Central is going to be very, I mean, is very good this year. I think at minimum 2 teams are going to go to the playoffs. When you're like, oh, the most that could be is 3. Yeah, I know. I think 1 team's going to win the division. I think at least one of the teams is probably going to get one of the wild cards, maybe 2. The Reds have a great starting rotation as long as they're healthy, and they've got some offensive people. The Brewers made some moves where they're okay. The Cardinals are always good regardless of how good you think they're going to be. And then the Cubs didn't do much, but they should have performed much better than they did. They really fell off the cliff the last month. Ooh, Javi takes it. I can't blame him for not swinging at that one, although he swings at garbage all the time, so it's weird when he doesn't take things that are on the corners. When he swings at things like that a lot, which it's good that he didn't swing at that. Adrian Hauser looks real uncomfortable up there. Like I said, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but he's been doing arm things. He's been going like this. I don't know if it's foreshadowing for him getting taken out of the game earlier, or if it's just his thing that he does that I'm going to wear him. Ooh, Baez hits it right up the middle. Brady just sent me a text message. You remember Brady from last time. It said, I'm asleep now. Fuck you. He wants to do it during a live, which is either he actually said that or else his wife texted that while he was actually asleep. I don't know. You never know with baseball. Here we go. Contreras takes it outside. Wilson so far, that's weren't his regular season numbers. They said 375 during the 2018 regular season with 400 on base percentage. Those were not his numbers. Ooh. Baez got picked off. There was a pitch out there. They smelled that shit coming from a mile away. Like, it was a bad he was waiting there. Like, the only thing bad about that was that the guy was like, when's the guy gonna be here to... Oh, he's here to tag. John Lester. Gosh, he sure is getting old, huh? I mean, he's okay. I think Father Time catches up to everybody, and I think he has to throw 200 innings to like get to have his contract carry over to the next year. And you know what? I hope he doesn't get there. I would like to take his salary off the books. Don't get me wrong, he was great. He's a great postseason. He's 2-0 this. Yeah, the Cubs are 2-0 this season. Great postseason pitcher. He's a competitor. First couple years that he played, I think he finished second or third in the Cy Young in the 2016, which is great. I also don't like, but I don't like a lot of his attitude when he was talking. There's a lot of old school pitchers where he was all like, "Oh, I'm old school," and blah blah blah. But also, he can't throw the ball to first base. Like when people act all tough and act like how they love old school mentality in baseball, I want to be like, well, old school baseball, if you couldn't throw the ball to first base, they would laugh you out of the entire league and you would never make it to the majors because, especially as a left-hander, like left-handers are supposed to be better at throwing to first. He like will underhand the ball. Or like people take such big leads where that's why I kept Wilson as catcher is because he has such a good arm. He's terrible at framing, but he's got a cannon of an arm, so he often gets tested, which is one of the only saving graces for Lester is that Contreras has such a good arm where people get thrown out more than they probably should, considering they know he can't throw very well at first base.
The third baseman.
Also, he played for the Red Sox. I just dislike most people that played for the Red Sox. Speaking of that, here's Brock Holt, who I'm pretty sure just played for the Red Sox last year. Utility man. Still in the first inning. I feel like this one's been going, not that long. A little long. For no runs and not much action, as it were. Strike two. Nice cutter. Watch John Lester throw a flippin' perfect game or something now that I'm talking about how I just don't care about him and that I hope he isn't on the team next year. I want to make room for some new blood. I want to make room for the salary. I want to. They didn't make any moves. And they might later. They might trade some people. That's just a reality that they should because they're not going to be able to keep all that core. And most likely, the people to get traded would be Chris Bryant. Wow, Baez just got caught stealing and then just got caught napping apparently because. That's at least his. I guess that might be his first error of the season, but still, that's a routine ground ball. That's not great so far. Christian Yelich, yeah, look at those numbers from last. That's a last season. 44 home runs, 30 stolen bases, 329 batting average. We're talking MVP. I don't know if he was MVP. I don't know who the MVP was. I should know. But he was in the top 2 or 3 for sure. He probably was still the MVP. It was him or Acuna probably, I would assume. But he had an opposite field home run last game. Made it a game because it was 6-1 before that, and then it became 6-3. We'll see how old Johnny Lester decides to pitch to him with a man on first. That's a message. Just getting the Facebook message from old Nancy Persoon about
I got 2-1 to count.
About we'll bring him in probably in the 3rd or 4th inning. I'm going to tell him he can watch the stream right now. Full count to Christian Yelich. Like I said, the best player in the game right now, arguably. Oof. He's hanging in there on that inside corner fastball. Who will give in first here? I wouldn't be surprised if he walks him here, but we'll see. And he walks him. If there's anyone that I'm okay with walking there, it's him. Because now there's runners on first and second. You don't want that to happen. That being said, you don't want to give him... Or wait, is there just a runner on first? Oh, okay, I thought there was someone on first already. There is one, so it's first and second now, right? Okay, yes. It wasn't auto-populating yet. So... Could be worse. There we go. Jason Hayward, the perennial Gold Glove award-winning right fielder.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Jed Jurico. I can never pronounce his name right because it's a stupid-looking name. Strike one, right on the outside corner. Old Johnny Lester. He did a little list. Think he's got some Vaseline on the stash. You know, you do what you can when you're getting older to make the ball break. Oof.
That's the ball.
Oh! Yeah. Okay, good thing there was a slow runner. All right. Baez makes up for the error by ending the first inning. Due up Contreras, Hayward, and Schwarber. I probably should have put Schwarber in front of Hayward, but you know what? We'll see. Wilson's up. That's his 2019 regular season. The time before, it didn't say the right numbers. And then, oof. You hear that boo? Someone did a really long boo. But yeah, Baez got caught stealing. Oof.
Ball. I got one ball, one
Someone
strike.
yelled, come on, that's a strike. Some good contact in the corner. Is it gonna be fair? Was ground rule double. That's great. That's fantastic. I thought it was maybe landing foul. Contreras watched it and he goes, hit the line apparently. You would think it would show chalk shoot up. I'm just saying game designers maybe have chalk shoot up when it hits the line. That's exciting. That's realistic. Jay Hayward. I'm sorry. Some game designers watching this like, fuck you, you don't know. I put so much time into this. And that's fair. It's fair. You did a great job. It's a great game. Jason Hayward's up. Ooh, hits a rocket, but right at the second baseman. Some real solid contact. It's hard. He's upset, as he should be. I mean, he shouldn't be upset with himself. He should be upset with the situation because he hit that very hard, but it was right at a second baseman. Up next, Kyle Schwarber hit 38 home runs last year. Something really turned on with the last half of the season with Schwarber. He really started to figure things out. He started to hit more for contact, started to go the other way with it, which is good because they put him in the shift. Started just going with the ball more. I don't think I think he knows he doesn't need to sell out for power. I think he just knows he has power and he's got a good eye.
Ball, active batter.
Oof. Oof. I should make more jokes. I'm sorry, I'm not making more jokes. Here, I'll drink some more Everclear. Once I start doing live streams, I'll do things like this where I'll be like, what should I mix with it? And then you'll make me, because you guys are sadists, you'll make me drink it with chocolate syrup. But right now, I'm just drinking it with Gatorade.
The center fielder.
Ian Happ's up after the pop-up. I'm going to wait till the third inning to call Nancy, I think.
At the ball.
Just straight.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Ooh. Oh, it gets through. And that's going to score a run. We have the first run of the night. Oh, he's coming into second. And he's going to be out. But the run did score. Ian Happ. Somewhat ill-advised if you didn't know if the run was going to score for sure. But it did. And it counts. And that's good. So, nicely done, Ian Happ. But also stupidly done, Ian Happ, because you were out. But it's still a hit. And it's an RBI, but also you're an out. It's a very back and forth. Eric Sogard, the nerd with the nerd with glasses is how we've known him. For those of you that have been here from the beginning, it's like, hey, go read a book, Warby Parker, right? Sorry, I shouldn't. I'm sorry when I find myself funny. I assure you, it's mostly being a little drunk. If I was sober, I wouldn't think that I was that funny. But here we are. I'm drinking Everclear. It's been in my freezer for years, and I haven't drank it. That's what this coronavirus is doing, is making us do things like drink Everclear. Grain alcohol. 75.5% alcohol over per volume, 151 proof. Caution, extremely flammable. Handle with care. They're like, I don't know if that's like a selling, like, don't like matches around it. You will light on fire. I think like they're trying to make that they're like warning overconsumption may endanger your health. This is what I drank a lot as a freshman. I'm maybe going to drink. That's actually a little concerning what they're saying. Although I barely had any left. I'm just going to not drink it for a while here. I think that's probably the best way to go. Ooh, Nancy's going to talk with us here soon, which will be good. Ugh. Crack the old macaroni. Yeah, I think Nancy's gonna come here. They found their headphones, which is good. Hey, water. Water. Oh wait, no, I have water here. Ah.
Not shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
All right. Yeah, I said I'm gonna stop drinking a bit. The warning labels on the Everclear thing make me think. Hold off. A flyout. That'll end the second inning. Nancy found their headphones. I'm going to say, can I call you now? Jason Kipnis, who I allowed to play this game. Nico Horner had an okay regular season last year. 245, 17 home runs. That's respectable. Here we go. We're going to call Nancy Persoon. Hello, Nancy.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
Just so you know, the stream is delayed for you by like 5 to 7 seconds.
Oh, fuck. Why didn't it you did when I was like fucking pistol?
What?
There we go. Just had to do it inversely.
Okay.
John.
You're a little. You sound a little. It's a little muggy.
A little muggy. Should I talk a little bit louder or
Yeah, and enunciate.
enunciate?
Enunciate your consonants. Talk like this. Welcome to the show. MLB's the show. Nancy Persoon.
Hello.
Hello. I just have my phone just next to the microphone with you.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what.
I am watching this on my phone while talking to you.
That's crazy.
I know. We live in a weird world.
We live in a very weird world.
Who won the first game?
The Cubs have won the first 2 games.
Oh boy, they're on a hot.
This is they're going for the sweep. They're going for an opening series away sweep.
Oh, okay. Well, they're on pace for 162-0.
Yeah, you can't win them all if you don't win the first 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I accidentally put the 1982 road jerseys on them, but I really like them. I have this jersey and I didn't know that that's what it was. Like I accidentally changed the jerseys to that, and then I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I'll do that." So that's one thing I'm certainly gonna do in the future is fuck around with the jerseys and give them cool looking old timey jerseys.
Oh, baseball fashion still. I'm all about that.
Yeah, there you go. Are you wearing a hat right now? Nancy wears a lot of hats. And don't get me wrong, they wear a lot of hats metaphorically because they're a comedian, they're an alcoholic, they're a chef. They do a lot of things. I should have done alcoholic as the 3rd thing. That would have been the rule of 3s. But
No, it should have been the first thing. Duh.
It's the thing that's most for people that know you. That is the first thing.
Yes, it is. So we got John Lester pitching.
Yeah.
And the only things I remember about John Lester was that he helped the Red Sox win their first World Series, breaking that curse.
He did. He was really good. He finished 2nd or 3rd in the Cy Young when the Cubs won their World Series as well. He was pretty bad, he was pretty mediocre last year. I'm hoping his contract says that if he pitches 200 innings this year, that he gets another year, and I don't want that to happen because he's getting paid like probably $20 million a year. I don't know exactly, but probably $20 to $25 million a year. So.
Oh, I see. You don't like cancer survivors getting their pay.
No, I'm all about Anthony Rizzo getting paid. Who's also a cancer survivor. Have you ever seen that picture where John Lester visited Anthony Rizzo when he had cancer?
No.
Yeah.
Really adorable.
When Anthony Rizzo was 17 or 18, he had cancer, and John Lester, when he was on the Red Sox, visited him wherever he was.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, isn't that cool? I mean, I hate Boston, and John Lester's kind of an asshole, but that's a really adorable thing to happen. And how crazy is it that he's like, that they're on the same World Series winning baseball team?
Let's see. Oh, wow. He looks really young in that photo.
Who, Lester or Rizzo?
Rizzo, yeah, I just looked it up, and I'm like...
I mean, it was
oh,
like
it looks like
14 years ago, probably. It was like 12 to 14 years ago.
Oh, that's out.
let's see. When they won the World Series, that was like 2016.
16. The Red Sox. The Red Sox won it in 2003, I think.
Okay, I was like, I know it was like 3 or 4.
Or no. Wait, no, 2004. I think it was 4. Because was 03, because 03 was when the Cubs fucked up against the Marlins. Did the Marlins win it that year?
I don't think the Marlins won it in like 01, I thought.
Marlins have won it like 2 or 3 times. Like, they're such a shitty franchise, but they always do a weird, they always make a really good team, win the World Series, and then have a fire sale. Like, which is like such a shitty way to run a team, but they still have won. They've been around for like 35 years and they have 2 or 3 World Series.
97 and 2002. So you were
2002?
Oh, no, 2003.
Okay, yeah. So when the Cubs fucked up their 3-1 lead against the Marlins, that's when they went and they won it.
Oh, was that the Bartman year?
Yes, that was the Bartman year.
Mm-hmm.
I cried while I shaved my playoff beard as I cried in my dorm room because it was my freshman year of college.
Oh God,
And that's the crazy thing about that is everyone was like, in the entire regular season, the Cubs had not lost back-to-back games where Wood and Pryor had pitched. They had never lost back-to-back games with those two guys starting back-to-back the entire season, and then they did the playoffs. So yeah, but I don't blame. Everyone's always about yelling at Bartman. They still fucked up a bunch after that. Like, it's not like Bartman was the end of the thing. Like, they fucked up.
Bartman was the new scapegoat. I mean, they had their person to go, and then they just got a new goat.
Yes.
That's all it was.
And because there was whoever was shortstop messed up a really routine ground ball. They still lost. Oh, yeah. There were still 2 games after that, I think. Like.
Oh yeah, no, they continuously fucked up, and it was like, it's just one of those things that they're just like, it was Moises Alou was the third baseman.
He was the outfielder, the left fielder when that, and he claims that he thought he might have been able to catch it. I think it would have been a really hard thing to catch. So who knows? But yeah.
Yeah, but Cubs fans just can't ever admit anything is ever their fault.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever.
It's always something else.
It's whatever. I mean, that guy's life got ruined after that.
Yeah. But at least he got a World Series ring, which I
did they give him a World Series ring? That's classy. That's classy if they gave him one. No. I heard they had talked about it, but I didn't know if they were going to. Oh, ball 4 to Anthony Rizzo, cancer survivor that I support, Nancy.
The batter, number 9.
That's a block. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, you said I'm like 5-7 seconds behind.
Yes, there is a slight lag, because I am the source of the stream. So yeah. But I'm recording it on my computer with me, and then, like, so I'll post it in I mean, it's happening right now in real time during the day. It's totally the 29th right now. But I just recorded one earlier, and it was a lot of fun, and so I was like not tired yet, and I'm losing track of days, and I'm losing track of time, so just things are just happening. So.
Yeah, I'm getting to sleep around like 8 lately.
Yeah.
I still need to do some actual productive stuff, but the last couple of days I've been waking up too late to do it.
Yeah. Fair. We're going to let you go here soon, because it is hard to hear you, and I'm afraid, I have no idea if it's going to be, I just don't want it to be more than 10 minutes of talking if people can't understand you, and that's my fault.
No, I totally understand.
Okay.
We just talked about baseball for a bit, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I actually do know baseball.
Yeah, no, and I'm excited, and I mean, there's going to be at least, if people watch these, which maybe they will, maybe they won't, I don't know. I know that there's no sports right now, so it's slim pickings, people. So AJ was talking literally about running to a friend at a gas station who was like stocking up on snacks to go watch college basketball simulations. So maybe people will watch it. Who knows? I'm trying to have a mixture of real baseball and kind of being funny. So we'll see. And we'll bring you back here if we do this more than, like I said, we'll see what happens after. If I do this, if I do 5 or 6 games and there's like 20 people watching, at that point I'm just might as well be jerking off. But if people do watch it, then I'll keep doing it, and we'll get better at how we record it, and like maybe bring people into my actual apartment and kind of improve the quality of everything. And I'll give you more of a heads up than messaging on Facebook at this time of day, which is very early. But thank you for coming, Nancy Persoon. Do you want to talk about your Twitter or anything?
I should start one.
You should start one. Follow Nancy Persoon if they start a Twitter here. What do you think your handle would be if it's not taken? The real Donald Trump?
Oh yeah, no, it's oh god, I don't know. I'd probably do like Nancy Chooch is one that I use a lot.
Nancy Chooch? I'm fairly sure that that's not taken. I would wager that that one's not taken. So maybe check out Nancy Chooch. So yeah, no, that's fair. But thank you for joining us, and feel free to watch the rest of the stream if you want to. And you can text me if you want to text things, and I'll say, oh, Nancy said this about something. But you also don't have to. I'm just saying, thanks for joining us, and have a good night.
You as well.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, where are we? Whenever I have someone join the show, I'm bad at multitasking, so I pay attention to one or the other. We're going into the middle of the fourth, though, which isn't bad for 36 minutes. That's almost halfway through the game. Not bad. I'm going to take another sip from alcohol. The computer keeps messing up for what it says the stats are, because they were saying his 2019 stats were bad there. But, oof. He just couldn't get out of the shift there. Couldn't do it. Avasio. I can never say his first name. Avasio. Ooh, he pulled it, and it's gone. Oh, no, it's caught. It looked like the left fielder was, like, giving up on it. He's like, that's gone. But no, he was actually going to catch it, so that's good. Jed Jerko. What a Jed Jerko this guy is coming up to bat. Old John Lester, 54 pitches in. Not a terrible pitch count for 3 2/3. He's known as somewhat of a workhorse, so he doesn't like coming out of games. So at this pace, he'd be about 110 pitches into the 8th inning, which would be great. And with a 1-run lead, they'd probably let him pitch till up around then. Yeesh. 1-run lead, no more. Oh, it's just a double. Oh, maybe. Yep. I thought that was going to be a home run, but it's just a double. That's good with 2 outs. If you're going to give up a double, best time to do it's with 2 outs. Eric Sogard's up. Nerd alert. Bringing you. Should I put on my glasses? Oh man, where are my glasses at even? I used to have Velma. My glasses! Hold on. Oh, he did it too quickly. I'm going to put them on, though, because I think we're going to the 5th inning, and I'm going to put glasses on. I'm just trying to say that I can call Jed Jerko or Eric Sogard a nerd because we almost have the same glasses. Oh, they're a little fogged up here. Give me a second. Oh, that's what I look like? Jesus. Okay. I mean, not even with the glasses, just in general.
Nope, that's the ball.
Yeah, I know, right? Every morning I wake up in the mirror and I go, ugh, again? This guy? Alright. Okay. There we go. Adrian Hauser running into some control issues here. I think. Yes, 3-0. You never want to go 3-0. But 3-1's less bad. Still not great. I don't know if you're Schwarber. He's a very picky. Oof. Just a little late on the changeup. 3-2. Ball 4. Nicely done by Schwarber. I mean, anytime you can get the pitcher to throw 6 pitches, not a terrible at bat, because you're getting them to pitch, getting him to pitch. The Brewers' bullpen isn't great, aside from Josh Hader, who's the best reliever in the game. As Kipnis, I think it is Kipnis. He's got some, he's just lifting weights, jeez. Whoa, but not lifting enough weights, maybe, because that's just a sub-warning track power. I need to up the creatine there slightly. Oh no, this is Kipnis now. Who just hit? Was it Hap? It might have been Hap. Now I feel like an idiot again. I'm not even paying enough attention to know who's batting. Jason Kipnis is up though now. I think it must have been Ian Happ a second ago. Strike 1 to Kipnis. He's certainly well rested, as I benched him the first 2 games. But Adrian Hauser was actually, wow, he's only 59 pitches in the 5th inning. Not a bad pitch count for being so far the losing pitcher, qualifying as the losing pitcher. We'll see with the runner on. Strike 3. Jason Kipnis showing why I benched him the first 2 games.
The batter, the pitcher.
And now John Lester's up, who went a very long time before he got his first hit ever, because he came from the American League, and I think he went 0 for 30 or 40, and then he had a hit. I think he's got 1 or 2 home runs, though, which has got to be good to hit your first home run when you're in your 30s. I know I'll never hit a Major League home run. I'm 35. I say that like I'll do other things in Major League Baseball. Like playing. Like, I might be the starting third baseman, but I don't know if I'll hit a home run. Okay. A smidge outside, 3-0. Hauser's starting to have some control issues with Chris Bryant on deck. He walked someone earlier this inning. It'd be nice. You would assume, especially with the pitcher, that he's not swinging here. Good. Just don't swing there. No reason to swing there. You're the pitcher. It was on the outside corner. Not a lot you're going to do with that anyway. Also, don't swing here. I don't think you swing until you have 2 strikes on you if you're John Lester. Unless it's just right down the middle. That's still smart. I'm still good, happy for him not swinging. And here we... right down the middle. That's okay. He still threw 5 pitches to the pitcher. That's something. Lester has a 1-hitter going. I didn't realize he was pitching that well. I talked so much crap about him. And here he is doing okay. Here's Heidi Watney. I don't know why it gives me this when I can't hear what she's saying. When I turned off the commentary, they still show her. But good for her. I got rid of all the other commentators, too. Sometimes it just has their names there, even though we're not listening to them. We're listening to me. Manny Pena's up. It's 0 for 1, a strikeout in the 2nd inning. Here goes John Lester. Ooh, gives up the hit. Not a great hit, but he went with the pitch. Worked it. John's not happy. 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, 59 pitches, I think. It's actually, looking at the TV is harder to read with my glasses because I'm farsighted. So I'll maybe wait till Eric Sogard gets back up and make fun of him in our similar glasses. Orlando Arcia. Orlando. You know, those Book of Mormon people out there. They know it.
Ball, inbound.
2-0. All right, John needs to settle in here. Not great to go 3-0. Not great. Not great at all. Especially, well, the pitcher's on deck. You need to throw. This is the eighth batter, which is traditionally not. It's the worst batter often after your pitcher. That's a good strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Should have made it a better strike, but it's still a strike. Because I'm guessing he was taking there. That's a ball. Well, at least I don't even know what positive thing to say about that. There's runners on first and second, but at least the pitcher's up, and the double play is set up, I guess. Triple play is set up. If he hits it a quick grounder to third, they could do a triple play. Adrian Hauser. Hey, Hauser. Oh, Hauser. He's Wisconsin. It's a Wisconsin-Minnesota thing, right? Call people Hauser, or also Canadians. We'll see. Oh, he's bunting him over. Just smart unless they can go 2. They're going for 2! Double play! The sacrifice bunt doesn't work the best way that they wanted it to. That was a very risky, especially since John Lester... Here's the thing, John Lester can't really throw to second like that. I've never seen John Lester throw to second like that over the last 5 years. But it worked in the video game, so that's good. And they turn 2. So, man on third with Lorenzo Kane up, the top of the order coming up here. Ooh, strike 1, all right. Lorenzo Kane is batting 1,000 with runners in scoring position this season, which is perfect. So it's probably 1 or 2 at times he's had runners in scoring position, which is when someone's on second or third. All right, 1 and 2. He's controlling, so far Lester's controlling this at bat very well against Kane. Baez picks it up. Routine, making it look routine. Up next, 1, 2, 3, Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, and Javier Baez. Kane's not happy. The kind of a pitcher's duel right now, a 3-hitter and a 2-hitter. And Hauser's only 67 pitches in the 6th inning. So he could be one of those, it could be one of those weird situations where theoretically he could pitch a complete game and lose. Someone just booed me. They got Brett Suter and Claudio up in the pen. Brett Suter is a very good pitcher. I don't know why he's not. I thought he was a starter, but maybe he's not. I don't know what the computer's doing at the time. 2-0. I don't know why you would have the bullpen going this early when he's pitching a gem of a game. It's not his fault that... Oh, that should have been... I mean, that was borderline. But it's not his fault the offense isn't putting up numbers. Most of the time, having a 1... Oh, boy. That could be trouble for him, though. He gives up a leadoff double. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they knew something about it. Sometimes when the... I guess that's probably the 3rd time through the order, maybe? Yeah, it's probably the 3rd time through the order is what's happening. And statistically, and it's becoming more of a sabermetric type thing, is when you go through the 3rd time through the lineup, the starting pitchers start to do way worse. And so the bullpens are becoming more and more used because the math is just telling them that the batters start to figure out the pitchers the 3rd time through. So the only people that really have long leashes are the aces and the proven people, you know, the top 20, 30 pitchers. But we'll see what happens here. Oof. He ripped into that one, old Riz, but just a little too early. Ball 2.
You got
2 balls, 1 strike to Anthony Rizzo. Yeesh. Oh, fair ball. But it advances the runner to third with only 1 out, so any sacrifice fly that goes to... wow, they're bringing in a... Adrian Hauser can't be happy about this if they're bringing in another guy. He is pitched well enough where this is undeserved. He's given up like 4 hits, 1 run, 78, less than 80 pitches in.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Oh,
Now pitching for the Brewers.
I don't agree. I don't agree with this.
Number 50.
Although Ray Black's been good, as the numbers state this season, I still don't agree with it. I think it's a bad, unless Hauser wasn't stretched out this year yet. I think he has pitched well enough where you need to give him at least 1 more batter. If they score a run, then you take him out. But it's still 2-0. Yeah, I don't know. Bringing in, going to the bullpen this early when your bullpen's not proven. 2-0 so far. I mean, I guess there's a base open. There's a argument to be had to walk him to set up the double play, which it looks like that's what they're doing, is they're pitching around him just to walk him to first base. I'm almost guaranteeing that they're going to intentionally walk him here, or like intentionally walk him, unintentionally, intentionally. Yep. So now they walked him to get a runner on first so that they can set up a double play, so if there's a grounder they can turn to and end the inning. But the cleanup hitter's up, so you're taking a risk there because Wilson Contreras is one of the best offensive catchers in the game. Been an all-star at least once, maybe twice. I'm not sure. Had some really good numbers last year. He had 20-some home runs, which if you're getting 24, 25 home runs from your catcher, especially when they have less than, probably a little less than 400 at-bats, that's real good. They were real hot till I think they got injured for a bit, maybe, and then they came back and they were not as good. But runners at the corners, 1 out. You want to elevate a pitch here to get it into the outfield, which is probably why he's pitching him low. You want to get under something, get it at least a couple 100 feet into the outfield so that the runner on third can get home. That's what your job is right now. I don't know what the speed is of whoever's on third. 2-1. I mean, or you could, I mean, if what you're doing is trying to set up a double play and you don't want to pitch to good hitters, Jason Hayward, I believe, is on deck. Which you maybe go against him. Yeah, Jason Hayward on deck. So you maybe go against him. Take your chances with him, although the splits. Oof. Oh, that's going to score a run. Cubs go up 2-0. I guess maybe he should have walked him. Yeah, he says, hey, hey, good job, guy on third. And the guy that scored, I think that's what it looked like. He's pointing at somebody. Hopefully it was positive towards his teammate and not saying bad things to the pitcher. Here we go. Jason Hayward's up outside. I love these road jerseys, by the way. I'm glad that we had them have road jerseys. I feel bad that his control, it's looking like a mistake to go to the bullpen. I'm just saying. I mean, I am the one that said that it was a mistake to do that. Oh! Does it have enough? It does! That's a ground rule double. Luckily for them, only 1 run will score because on a ground rule double, you only get everyone on base only gets to go 2 bases. So the man on first goes to third. Jason Hayward goes to second. Oh, and an intentional walk to Kyle Schwarber, which he's been hitting okay. But Ian Happ's up. He's no schlub. Happ's got some pop. So we'll see. I mean, they set up the other double. Once again, they went to go to set up the double play. I get it. That being said, ugh. But Happ does have strikeout issues. That's why he was in the minors. But when he came back, he lessened it. I'm guessing his career in the majors strikeout percentage is around 25%, which isn't great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. It might be a little over. Once you start getting high 20s, early 30s, that starts to be bad for strikeout rates. And he's 0-2. Oof. He should have just let that hit him. He should have done... I know you're not supposed to, but that was far enough in where he could have just let it. Especially when he's 0-2. Although maybe I'm looking like an idiot because... Oh, that's still going to score a run. He elevated the ball. We got 4-0 now. Looking more and more like they shouldn't have went to the bullpen. We'll see if they... Jason Kipnis, the number 8 batter. We'll see if they intentionally walk him, which is possible to force the hand to see if they will use the pitcher, John Lester, to hit. I would almost consider doing it to force the hand, because either you have the pitcher hit or you force them to use a pinch hitter in the 6th inning. But no, it looks like they're going to pitch to him. Which isn't necessarily a dumb idea either, because he's 0 for 2 today. You're already down 4-0.
That's a ball.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. And it works out for him, because it's just a pop-up to right field. Oh, can of corn for Christian Yelich. That's the end of the top of the 6th. Holt, Yelich, and Garcia coming up. I'm going to pee real quick, but I'll be back. Don't you worry. Oh, Brock Holt's up.
Leading off for the Brewers, the third baseman, Brock Holt.
Ball one.
The batter, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
That's out.
What did I miss? Oh, I missed an out, or well, I got here just in time for an out. Oh, I should have got more water. Darn it. I love the name Avicii. If I was a redneck, I'd be like, Avicii, but I'm not. Oof.
Ball.
John Lester, 74 pitches in, pitching a gem. And I was talking so much garbage about him earlier. And here he is doing fairly fine.
Nope.
Yeesh. Two and one. Two and two. Although you can't loft him over the front of the plate like that. You keep making those mistakes, you're gonna give a grounder to the third baseman and be completely okay. But no, if you keep doing stuff like that, oh, and he's out of it. He's looking like he might throw a complete game, and I look like an asshole. Lester, Bryant, Rizzo. We'll see if they pitch. I haven't been able to figure out how or why the computer makes the decisions it does. Zach Brown Band is up to pitch. You should let John hit. Good. He has got a shutout going. He hasn't given much hits. You've got a good lead. Rest your bullpen. You used your bullpen the last couple games, especially the first game. I think they used a lot of people. I believe. I'm not even sure. Oh, that might drop. Nope. Yes! John Lester with a base hit. I've just said nothing but bad things about John Lester, and he's throwing a shutout, he's getting hits, making me look like a moron. And here's Chris Bryant having some words with the catcher. One for 3 with a double and a run. It'd be nice to get some insurance. Then they would let John just pitch most of the game, probably, if he... That's going to be caught, probably. Or, yep, caught. All right, here comes Anthony Rizzo. 0 for 2. You know, I think Rizzo, he's already got a home run for the year. But I feel like I think he's due to crank one. I really do. Ooh, he could have turned on that one. 0-1 from the Zach Brown Band. Did he just do like a cigarette? That's what it looked like. Oh, ripped it, but down the line and foul. Oof. Once again, ripped a grounder down the line. Right into the shift, gonna be double play. And that's the end of this half inning. And that's how that goes. But you know, how are you? How are you doing, audience? Feel free to comment. Just don't say mean things to me. I'm a delicate flower. So, I mean, I'm half kidding, but also be nice. Let's all get through this together, right? Don't be a Jed Jericho to me. Boom, bringing it back to the game. Cheers. Ah, dripping on myself. Oof. Bye-bye. John Lester, 7th inning, 81 pitches in. I can't argue with results. The empirical evidence of pitching a fairly good game so far. Oof, that was a good pitch too. Oh, Eric Sogard's on deck. (3-2). He's making him work for it on both sides. He walked him. He didn't want to do that. Pitch counts, and now it's getting a little up there. Up next is Eric Sogard. Mr. Glasses. Mr. Specs Appeal. Do I have Specs Appeal? Am I sexier with glasses or without glasses? Or am I not sexy at all? It's fine either way. I'm 35 now, so don't care. I mean, I still care. Who am I kidding? But what's going on? Baseball. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out that. Oof. Trying to figure out that sweet spot between actually announcing the games and just being silly and having fun with you guys. Going back to comments. Let me know what you like more of. Oh, strike 3. He goes, what? Eric Sorgo goes, what? He goes, cleans his glasses off like, did I see that right? Yeah, if you like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know if you want a real broadcast or if you like when I'm talking to people where I bring in friends and comedians on the phone to talk for a little bit. Ideally, if we start being more professional about this, we'll start being able to have them live with us, watching what we're watching, and have it be more of a dialogue, or even bring them in to my apartment if I clean my apartment, because right now it's not great right now. Not great. I'd like to blame the isolation for the reason it's not. John Lester's K'd another person. He's doing fantastic. Two outs, 93 pitches in the 7th inning. We'll see how much. We'll see what happens here. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, wild pitch. That's kind of okay. Oh God. Oh, they almost got it. That would have been. That was almost a. Oof. They almost got him. That would have been a blessing if they would have been able to do that. I'm interested to see how many pitches they'll let him go over 100, if at all. Because last game with Hendricks, they... Oh, here we go. Should be done. Boom. That's the end of the 7th. 95 pitches in. I'm assuming in real life Lester would want to keep going. We'll see. If it stays 4-0, I think they might let him. That's the medium lead where you should let him. If they score a bunch of runs here, you maybe put in a bad reliever. If you really don't need to, if you don't want to mess with... Oh! No, it's caught probably. Maybe. Is it... Oof. Lorenzo Cain brings it in. Still very solid contact. Wilson Contreras. 2 L's in Wilson. He has a brother that's named like Willem or Will. Something too similar to Wilson. I can't remember what it's called. But who's also playing, I think, in the... I think he might be in the Braves system. Wilson Contreras' little brother. That's gonna bug me. Now I need to look up what his name is. Wilson Contreras.
Nope, that's down.
Brother. It is Willem. It's Willem. I said Willem, but it's Willem. Willem Contreras. Which is very, like I said, very similar. Nice take. Ball 4. Wilson gets the walk from the Zach Brown Band. I'm never not going to call him the Zach Brown Band because... Come on. Who cares? Jason Hayward's up. 1 for 3 with a double today. Which his stats so far this season are pretty good. He's got at least 2 doubles, a home run. couple of runs, 3 or 4 RBI. Oof. He almost went that heat, but he thought better of it. That's the other thing, is if they score runs here, if they get in the position, because it's the 5 hitters, so they go 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it'd be a good problem to have, is if they get to the 9 hitter, because that means they're probably going to score at least a run if they do. But the question would be, would you pinch hit for John Lester in the 8th inning? Oh, they're going to go for 2. Oh my God, and they get none. They got greedy. Ooh, the outfielder almost was it. They tried to go for 2, and it was questionable to go for 2 in the first place. They end up not getting anything. They maybe should have just went to first to get 2 outs. That could come back to bite them here real bad. Because Kay Schwartz is up, and you know what? I'm thinking he's going to knock it. If I say that enough times, it'll eventually happen. If I say someone's going to get a home run enough times, the law of large averages says it'll eventually happen. But we'll see. 1-1 on the Zach Brown band to Kyle Schwarber. Kind of surprised he swung at that one. It was kind of low and outside. Or, well, it was in the zone, but I not a lot you could do there. Ian Happ's up now.
The center fielder, number 8.
He's the 7 guy. So we'll see. Ian Happ, switch hitter, batting from the left side. I'm pretty sure that's where his power is. It was a little late on that one, but it was right down the pipe for him. Oof. Oof. Oh, nice play by the first baseman. I thought that was maybe going to get through. By old Jed Jerko. Nice play, you Jerko. Up next, Brown, Kane, and Holt. Zach Brown bound, assuming they're going to pinch hit for the pitcher. And they are. Ben Gamble, a pinch hitter for the 3rd game in a row. He certainly doesn't get a start very often so far. But he's pinch hitting. John Lester, 95 pitches in. If he can... He's going for that complete game. He won't be able to do a Maddox. Well, it'd be impossible because there's 6 outs left and he only has 4 pitches before it would be a Maddox. So mathematically impossible. Unless it started, unless they had to cancel, but they don't have a rain delay because they've got a retractable roof. Rowan Wick and Ryan Tepera, I don't know how to pronounce his name, are in the bullpen. We'll see who they use, especially once the 9th inning happens, because I don't know if they're going to let Lester keep going or not. Oof.
Down to 3-1.
Ooh, the PS4 is going to enter rest. Don't enter rest mode, PS4.
Hey! Helpful.
Sorry. Whoops. Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't going to enter rest mode. No, broadcast pause. Don't broadcast pause. Okay, broadcast resume. Whew. I was worried there.
The center fielder, number 6.
Oh no! John Lester, he got to 101 pitches and he's like, I'm not feeling great. I'm not feeling great. Oof. How long has we been recording? 114. 114. We knew in case the thing got weird, I need to send a message to myself.
The third baseman.
through them. That's not good. Get him out of third. Ah, come on, Hap. I think should have been better. Should have been better than that. Okay, Christian Yelich, the best player in baseball's up. I don't like this one bit because one swing of the bat can make this a one-run game. And if there's anyone who can, with one swing of the bat, do that, it's this guy. He looks like a healthy Pete Davidson, is what I've thought.
Oh, that's out.
Like if Pete Davidson didn't have substance abuse issues and worked out a lot more. Yeah. Oof. I don't know if Pete Davidson had substance abuse. That was unfair of me to make assumptions. Because I don't know. I just heard he smokes a lot of pot, which is fine. I wish I could still smoke pot. Lester strikes out Yelich, which gives... That's a confidence booster for sure. You know, they're going to let him pitch one more guy. I don't know if they're going to let him pitch past this one guy. Regardless of what happens. I think if you get to the 9th inning, he's 109 pitches in it. It's the first start of the season for him. Foul ball. That's good. First start of the season, I mean, they're getting up their workloads to almost full, but you don't want to overextend somebody in the first start of the season. There we go. That's 3 outs, 111 pitches in. I'm guessing he's done for the night, especially because he's second in the order. So especially if Kipnis gets a hit, for sure I think they'll pinch hit, especially if they get a double or something. Well, maybe. We'll see. That'll be very telling. If Lester gets his at-bat, it means most likely they're going to let him try and finish the game. But Brent Suter he's in, and his ERA for the season's bad, but he's a pretty good pitcher, I think.
Leading off for the Cubs, the second baseman, Jason.
Here's Jason Kipnis. Strike one, just a curveball. Nice. Just had a lot of horizontal action on it. I was gonna say 9-6, but it's 12-6.
Oh, that pitch is
I
out.
don't know why I would say 9-6. That's like hours that you would work. Should stand up more like this. Okay. 2 balls, 1 strike.
One strike.
A walk's as good as a hit. Some would say almost better because you're making the pitcher throw pitches. 2-2 to Jason Kipnis. Strike 3. 1 out. We're going to see here, are they going to let John Lester come up? No! They're going to pinch hit with David Bodie. Let's give it a little clap for John Lester since we won't get to see him work out the mound. 8 innings of, I don't even know how many hits, like 3 or 4 hits, no runs. Probably 5 or 6 strike. Like, he pitched a very good game. Much better than all the crap I was talking about. Also, I think he had a hit too, so. Well done, John Lester. John Lester, a tip of the hat to you. But David Bodie's up. Let's see if he can do some damage. I almost started him instead of Kipnis. I feel like Bodie deserves a start here. Like I said, he developed a name for himself quickly with that when he did a pinch hit home run, grand slam, walk-off, one of his first games. But he's been pretty average, I believe. I need to look at his lifetime stats. He's been around 1 or 2 seasons. Would have been a strike, but also I would take it there. We'll see here. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, good contact, but just in the wrong area. Just at the second baseman. Now Chris Bryant's up. I'm interested to see who they're going to bring in with a 4-run lead because it's not a save qualifying thing. So, but also you need to get your relievers work. And I think they might have an off day tomorrow, so why not bring in your closer or one of your top guys to get in some work? Because I think tomorrow's an off day. I could be wrong. There might be the series against Pittsburgh is coming up, so we'll see. I will sip a little more lemonade, Gatorade, Everclear. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Okay. That's going to be a fly out. But that's okay because the Cubs have a 4-run lead going to the 9th inning. Interested to see who they're going to bring in. Jorko, I feel like Jorko has batted like 11 times. I feel like every time I look, I'm saying his name. And Sogard, then Pena. Rowan Wick. Keep your eye on this guy. I like him a lot. If Kimbrel gets injured, I think he'll take over for the closer position. If he doesn't, in the real world, if that happens in the virtual world, there's a good chance I might make him the closer. Like I said, I like to keep my hands off of what's happening, but I also like to set it up to what I think the real world specifications and happenings will be. So I might tinker with the lineup every now and then before the game actually starts. Foul ball. Foul ball. See, we're only an hour 22. This is the shortest of the 3 games so far. But also, I think the most boring, ironically, is that it's the shortest, but it's probably seemed like the longest because the least amount of silliness has happened. Sorry. Ooh, strike 3. High and outside on the corners. Whew. Chef kissy face. Yeah, John Lester, 8 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 Ks, 111 pitches thrown. A gem of a game. It really was. Hopefully they'll be able to shut it down here and he'll get the win. And the Cubs can finish the sweep. Ooh. Wick is just throwing him in there. This is the way I want it. Oh, Sogard's up again. Should I put my glasses on again? Nah, I've made enough glasses jokes about Sogard. Good cutter, curveball. Alec Mills and Ryan Tepera. I keep saying it differently, so I'm definitely saying it wrong sometimes, but maybe saying it right sometimes too. Here we go. Oof. Giving him the high heat, 99 miles per hour inside. Hard to turn on that. He's got him 1-2. When you got him 1-2, you can really do anything. That's one of the great things about being ahead in the count as a pitcher is that they can't really figure out anything you want to do. And apparently he wanted to bury one on the dirt, which is fine. He had a pitch to waste. That's completely fine. You can do whatever you want there. Although you could have made it a little more not bounce wherever. I don't know if it bounced before the plate or what. Oof. I'd go with maybe the heat. It seems like he hasn't been able to hit the heat. I'd go with some inside heat again. I think that's what he did. I mean, he made contact. Whoa, he almost got there. All right. 2 outs. 9 pitches in. Manny Pena, it's all up to him. It is looking good for the Cubs right now, knock on wood. But Rowan Wick's looking to put it away. He doesn't get a save because he doesn't qualify, but I know. I appreciate the inning. We'll see. Assuming he's made short work of the first two, so we'll see if he can continue here with Manny Pena. Ooh, nice curveball.
I got to count 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Could be the end of the game. Oof. Not yet. We're edging. We're edging towards the end of the game. Is that gross? Sorry. Ooh, it's going way inside. Oh, and strike 3. He strikes out 2 of the 3 batters. Quick order. Whew. Rowanwick finishing off what John Lester set up for him in a decent offensive output. The 3-man hug in the outfield. There was maybe some kissing going on. We can't tell for sure. They were huddled up. But the Cubs have won 3 in a row, a 3-game streak. You can't win them all if you don't win the first 3. The Brewers manager is not pleased, as his profile says with his arms on his head. High fives, 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 high fives. Wick's happy about it. I'm happy about it. The win goes to John Lester. 8 innings pitched, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 base on balls. The loss goes to Adrian Hauser. 5.1 innings pitched, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, 2 base on balls. I think they should have given him more of a chance to compete. That's not a poor showing by any means, but they didn't let him. You can see the notable players there. Were there any home runs today? No home runs today. But still 4-0. Player of the game, John Lester. Already gave you his stats multiple times. Very well. Look, he looks so angry to be the player of the game. He's mad that we're having him stand there to be the player of the game. So yeah, that was the 3rd game. The Cubs get the sweep on the Cubs fantasy simulation baseball season. I keep calling it slightly different things. Who knows what the actual name will give it, if people actually watch. But thanks for watching. Yeah, this was fun. I enjoy this. Keep watching. I'll keep doing it. Maybe I'll wear different jackets here soon. I can't decide if it's a signature to wear the jacket and the shirt, or if I should start mixing it up and wearing hats and things. I've got some hats. But have a good night. Thank you for being with us. Stay safe. Hope you had a good time. Hope you like the Cubs winning. If you're Brewers fans, hey, sorry, but also it's not real. So that's fine. Have a good one. Whoops. And we'll see ya when we see ya. Stop and broadcast now.